Welcome back to This Week on Stadia, and of course, first thing first, a very quick PSA for the news, or rather the delay of news as of late. Alright, this is supposed to be on every Tuesday. Main reason is that Stadia has been a little bit weak on updates these days. Not to say they didn't update on time, it's just that some of the news I felt it's a little bit too light, or yeah, it's too light. I have to be agree, because play PGA Tour 2K21 for free with Stadia Pro, and of course this is only available for Stadia Pro subscriber, which is a bit downer, and I think I try my best not to cover anything that is not totally free for everyone. But at the same time, that show must go on. So PGA Tour 2K21 is free for Stadia Pro subscriber. And before we begin, like, subscribe, hit the notification button and help this channel grow. And of course, I'll bring tips and of course reviews for games and what games should you buy on Stadia. And of course, what is Stadia bringing us? And we know that E3 it's already over technically, and we have lots of awesome games out there. And there's only a handful of games available for the Stadia or announced for Stadia, which is sad. So Google, come on, pick it up. Stadia is awesome. I've been actually playing Stadia a lot. It's just that as of late, all the main games that I want to play, it's done. And I'm running out of titles, technically speaking. Right? Not to say there's not enough games, it's games that I want to play. And of course, let's go on, right? First thing first, Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered Edition coming September 30th, which is sounds good. So in Life is Strange, alright, cool. Stadia Pro members, this is the line that I'm a bit worried, or not say worried, but I would say worried a little bit. Stadia Pro members were able to claim both titles for free, which is a great thing, right? But the word September 30th, it says on September 30th. That makes me worried. But then again, free games, you can't complain. So if you want to subscribe to Stadia Pro, that's one of it, right? September may be the best time if you want to claim 2 games for free. And of course, for every month as a Stadia Pro subscribers, you get games as well. And of course, you also can technically back claim other months, provided it is not taken out from the Stadia Pro list, all right? Actually, I can show you how big the list is, because I've been a Stadia Pro sub since the beginning of time, and it's fantastic. Even though games that I don't play much, I've been collecting games a lot. So technically, I do not have the privilege to say I have no games on Stadia. And of course, before we end, we have new games for the summer sale, and let's check it out. So we have get free games Stadia Pro. So first, we want to check Pro games. What Pro games do we have? We got Blue Fire, Floor Kids, The Legend of Heroes, Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition. That's actually a very good reason to get Pro subscriber. All right, YS series, if you like JRPG, great as well. Trine 4, Pixel Junk Riders. Actually, I kind of like that. Little Nightmares 2, and if you can see, shared by family. This is my other account to be shared, and because I create an extra account is to check the price tag. Main thing is check price tag. Journey to the Savage Planet, love that game. Player Unknown, SpongeBob SquarePants, like awesome. And I think I'm gonna turn this off because it's not free. I just realized Little Nightmare is not free. That's why I say shared by family, because like I said, I've been a pro sub since the beginning of time, so this is not available for you, sadly. Same goes with Journey to the Savage Planet. Ouch, because that's a very nice game. Player Unknown is great. SpongeBob is awesome. Chronos Before the Ashes, I think it's cool. Haven't tried that yet. Hotline Miami, not for everyone. Hitman, like I said, one of the best games out there for free. And I actually like the Hitman series. MotoGP 20. So all in all, we have the best game right now out there for you to claim, which is the Resident Evil 7 Biohazard Gold Edition and the YS series. All right. Cool, and let's move on to the store, because we want to see some cheap games or games on discount and see which one should we pick up. Cool. Cyberpunk 2077. Let's start off people say it's the buggiest game. To me, and honestly, it's not that buggy. In fact, it is great. So, of course, first recommendation is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, right? One of the best, not say role-playing, but best Assassin's Creed game out there. Of course, number one is still the best, but we're going to count the later edition. So Assassin's Creed Odyssey is actually worth picking. And on top of that, if you're a Stadia Pro subscriber, $37.49. That's in Canadian dollars. To me, I think it's the best pick. Get Pro sub, get your Biohazard 7 for free, and pick up Assassin if you want to. Creed Origins, or Assassin's Creed Origins, is also worth picking up at $18. Cheaper, I might add, but this Deluxe of Gold is about $26, which is still great, right? Great. All this Gold Edition, Stadia Ultimate Edition, does include DLC and Season Pass for that game. And of course, we have the Valhalla as well. Basically, right now, it's the Trinity series of, the Trinity story of the new Assassin's Creed story. Nah, I think I got that right. Anyway, if you're gonna play Valhalla, it's worth playing Origins and Odyssey. And of course, Gold Edition, Ultimate Editions offer you at $95.99. A little bit pricey for the Valhalla stuff, but then again, I paid at full price, so I should have got in during discount. Borderlands 3, also a very nice looter shooter at $26. We want to see the Ultimate. Do we have Ultimates anywhere? Super Deluxe 44, Ultimate at $60. That's half the price of it. I believe it's worth picking up if you like looter shooter Ultimate Edition, because you don't want to get seasonal pass and all those. It's worth getting that straight away. And of course, Chronos is free, so if you get Pro sub, you get this game for free, which is great. Cyberpunk 2077, not much of a discount, but still, I believe it's okay, right? But again, it's a bit hard to recommend at this price tag for new players, because we have other better, cheaper games, right? That's right, we have other better, cheaper games like Doom. If you like shooter, Doom. Darksiders Genesis is a top-down isometric action thingy. Actually, I prefer the old Darksiders style, so Genesis is kind of a bit half-half on me. Alright, of course, the Doom series is awesome. $20. Alright, Deluxe, Doom Eternal Deluxe a bit pricey, so in this case, but it's still half price. It's a bit expensive, but still, So El Hijo, see, that's the thing. Now it's shared by family. I need to have that. Need to turn it off. All right. So Far Cry, I think it's decent. Right, at Pro. I think most of the Ubisoft is great. And in fact, if you have, or if you want to play a lot of Ubisoft games, I'm gonna teach you a small little tip and trick later how to play all the Ubisoft game via Ubisoft Plus. That's actually it's worth picking up if you want to play all the Ubisoft games without huge commitment, right? But if you want to play one or two Ubisoft games, get the game by itself. FIFA is here, of course. Ghost Recon Wildlands, love the shit out of it. One of the games that I played on a PS4. I actually want to buy back for the Stadia, but right now I'm gonna leave it hang. Great Ultimate Edition, alright, Immortal Phoenix Rising. This is the game that I recommend you to pick up over Valhalla right now because of the price tag. $67 or $67.49 for Gold Edition Immortal Phoenix Rising. That's actually a very good value, right? Very good value. Lara Croft, alright, all the Tomb Raider is my favorite. Marvel Avengers, we have some big updates coming up soon, alright. We have Black Panther for Wakanda, or the War on Wakanda. Okay, I got that a little bit wrong. But we have Black Panther incoming, and I paid this at full price, so it's a bit painful for me, but Marvel Avengers is a great game for the price tag right now. Great single player game, hands down, alright. And if you're Marvel fans, I know, pick it up, alright. It's worth picking up at this price tag. Full price, it was hard to swallow. Metro is also a very good game, especially Metro Exodus, right? Gold Edition right now is $28.55 if you get Stadia Pro. Fantastic. We got NBA, nice, right? If you like NBA sports games, all these sports are straightforward, all right? No need to recommend. If you love basketball, pick up NBA. If you love football, pick up Madden. If you like golf, well, that's PGA. Octopath Traveler, this is a very nice JRPG out there, worth picking up, and plus it is quite cheap, $41, $42. Outriders right now is a little bit too high for my liking, but if you like another style of looter shooter, Outriders is the game to take. Outward, alright. PGA self-explanatory. Red Dead Redemption 2. Alright, if Ubisoft doesn't catch your eye, Red Dead Redemption 2 definitely gets my top pick for Stadia. In fact, actually, it's one of the top pick for Stadia. It's just that great. Alright, who doesn't like spaghetti western, and especially spaghetti western on the go? And to top it off, I believe there is an online feature. I haven't tested it out yet. Alright, didn't say anything, but if what I know according to what I've seen, there should be an online feature, which is great. Alright, even though you don't play for the online feature, the single player game is perfect. One of the game that I will always recommend when it's on discount, especially on Stadia. Replicant, Rise of the Tomb Raider, that's my favorite. Saints Row, Scott Pilgrim, also another game that I would like to recommend as well. In fact, I will recommend Scott Pilgrim versus the World Complete Edition. But since it's a Ubisoft game, we're gonna have some tips and tricks. Shadow of Tomb Raider, awesome. SpongeBob SquarePants, free for Stadia Pro. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, my second game that I will recommend to you regardless, right? It is that good. This is one of the Star Wars game to pick. In fact, one of the Star Wars game, and only Star Wars game available on Google Stadia, which is, self-explanatory, right? One of the games that I will always recommend from time to time, and it's on discount. Right, The Crew, right, that's great. Division is actually quite good. Tomb Raider against Trials Rising, Valkyria Chronicles, you're gonna like another JRPG game that's also worth picking. Watch Dogs, I think it's decent. Watch Dogs Legions have dropped price quite tremendously, which is $63.99. That's actually quite good. All right, of course we have Windbound, also a Zelda-ish clone. I think it's okay. And that's it. So all in all, we have a lot of good top games, all right? Let's recap a bit. Star Wars, we got Red Dead Redemption, we got Outriders, we got all the sports games, we got Metro Exodus, we got Marvel Avengers, we got all the Tomb Raider. Well, Tomb Raider is not new, so I'm gonna leave it there out for a while. Immortal Phoenix Rising, we have Ghost Recon, we have Far Cry. Actually, I'm waiting for Far Cry 6 if they say there's anything. Right, because Far Cry 6 is gonna be awesome. We got Doom Eternal and Doom. We got Cyberpunk 2077. We got Borderlands 3. Of course, it's an old game for Borderlands. We got the Assassin's Creed Trinity, or the new Trinity edition, right? And of course, if you realize there's lots of Ubisoft games out there. So what I'm going to recommend is Ubisoft Plus. Get unlimited access to all the Ubisoft games on Stadia. And not just that, if I'm not mistaken, you also can use it on PC. So it's win-win. If you don't play on Stadia, that's fine. You can play it on PC, which is fantastic. Right? Highly recommended if you want to play all the Ubisoft games. Right? If you don't want to play all the Ubisoft games, you want to play one or two titles for a long period of time, then of course get the single titles. Because at 20 Canadian dollars a month, right, if you can finish two games, two of the top tier titles in 1 month, it's worth it, all right? Or one game. One game a month for Ubisoft Plus, I think is fantastic. But if you're going to just play one game and own one game without playing any other stuff, and you're going to take your sweet time, then my recommendation would be the single titles. And that's it. That's all I have for you for Stadia. All right, this week on Stadia. So before I go, like, subscribe, hit the notification button to help this channel out. If you like it, give a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give a thumbs down. And of course, do comment if you like it or don't like it, and help me improve this channel and improve content from me to you. Until then, I'll see you guys next week.